Not so long ago, I reviewed the AGM H5 smartphone. This device had very good qualities and one of the hugest speakers on a smartphone. It was very loud and the specs was okay for a mid $200 phone. The price point was very attractive. Well, AGM is not stopping. I have the latest offering device here, exclusive here on this YouTube channel. Never before released device. I have the AGM H5 Pro. Now this device has some great upgrades. So let me go on and compare both of these devices and let you know my thoughts about them. So sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. So looking at the unboxing experience, AGM give you everything that you need. Looking at the box, it's a recyclable brown box with AGM Mobile on the top. So when opening up the box, you greet it to the device itself. And next you get all the bells and whistles. You get the charging cable, the power brick, and all the paperwork. Now, as far as pricing and availability, this device will come out at $319. I will leave those links down in the description below. And right now it's up for pre-order. Not only that, but this device comes with a pre-installed screen protector. So that is a good thing. So let's talk about the specs of the new AGM H5 Pro. It has a huge 6.5 to 720p IPS display. It has the new MT processor from the previous one, G85 processor with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, SD card support, and on the rear you got a triple camera setup, 48 megapixel camera, 28 megapixel night vision camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. And in the front you have a 20 megapixel camera. Now, as far as video, the AGM H5 Pro shoots up to 30 frames per second at 1080p. So this is a 4G device with voice over LTE. I'm going to definitely let y'all guys see the bands here on this device. And as far as weight, this device is very heavy at 360 grams. So let's go over the device. On the left side, you have a multifunctional programmable button here along with your SIM card slot. On the right side, you have your volume up and down, also with a power button. At the top, you have a mic. At the bottom, you do have your port here for USB Type-C and a headphone jack. Right? And then in the back, you got the monstrosity speaker back here. Also, you have a fingerprint scanner and all your cameras around here. Texture feels good here. So you do have a fingerprint scanner on the back. That's really good. Now, overall, this is a heavy device. Now, you do have pogo pins here for a dock. So you have a dock. And this device does have NFC. So yes, you could do mobile payments with the H5 Pro. So let's talk about the differences between the H5 and the H5 Pro. First, the performance. The H5 Pro has the G85 processor with 8 gigs of RAM. Now that is a huge difference, right? Now the H5 has a G35 processor with 6 gigs of RAM. The performance is a whole lot better on the Pro versus the regular H5. Scrolling up and down web pages is a whole lot smoother. Also, the GPU is better on the H5 Pro. It has a Mali G52 compared to the Power VR GPU on the H5. So when it comes down to performance, it's like night and day. The H5 Pro definitely performs a whole lot better than the H5. So let's talk about build quality between both of these devices. The only differences that I see right here is you have yellow accents on the H5, which is black and yellow, but on the H5 Pro, it's an all black design. Also, you have the multifunctional button on both of them is still the rose gold color. At the back, when you take off your cover, now you do have the yellow accents here, but on the H5 Pro, it's all black. So the H5 and the H5 Pro is made for outdoor use, rugged terrain, going camping trips and stuff like that, going out to the beach. It's made for the outside element and it will handle it with no problems. So let me answer a few questions that you may have about both of these devices. First, there's no 5G support with none of these devices. So just keep that in mind. There's no wireless charger, but you do have a dock. There's no IR blaster, no 4K or 8K camera recording on these devices, no fast charging. Okay, so let's talk about some of the main features of this device, right? It's the monstrosity speaker on the back. Now, when I reviewed the H5, I said it was very loud, and this is the loudest speakers I ever heard on a smartphone. But when it comes down to music, the clarity of music was a little different. It's something that I didn't like. But the H5 Pro have fixed some of that. It's a lot louder and a lot clearer than the H5. Look, even though these got monstrosity speakers on it, when you're doing voice calls, you fine. But when you're listening to music, you don't get all the tones. But the H5 Pro kind of fixed that a little bit. You are getting better highs and better mids with the H5 Pro compared to the H5. But you know what? Let me let y'all guys listen to both of these devices in action so you can be the judge for yourself. So check this out. Next, let's talk about battery life. 7,000 milliamp battery on both of these devices. With a 720p display, you definitely can get 2 to 3 days of battery life with heavy use with no problem. Battery life is no issues here with these devices. Next, let's talk about the infrared cameras here. If you are in the woods at night hunting and you need an infrared camera, these are the devices that you can use in pure darkness. Look, you get very good black and white shots with no problem. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So check this out. Now, as far as camera quality overall, it's still pretty much the same. Both of these devices is maxed out at 1080p 30 frames per second. It doesn't have stabilization for video. So I thought I was expecting some improvements, but I'm not seeing it in the camera department overall with the H5 Pro. So the H5 Pro is a nice upgrade from the regular H5 with the main features such as performance, 8 gigs of RAM, a higher processor, very smooth experience here, which is a big deal. Also, the sound quality has drastically improved from the H5. Now, it's still heavy and bulky as you would expect with a device like this. I will leave all product links down in the description below if you want to pick this up. Pre-orders is going on right now as of me recording this video. But if you want to see my full review of the AGM H5, click the video right here. Click this video right here and I'll be in the comments. This is Dr. Tech Preacher from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the AGM H5 Pro in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.